Hello again, it's Mike from TV Parts Today. I'm going to be showing you how to remove these boards out of a Samsung UN46D6900WF. As always, if you need to order any parts, just give us a call at 1-800-203-7484 and let's get into it. Alrighty, we already got the metal plate off of the back of this. It's pretty self-explanatory. Once you have your TV flipped over, you'll see just some screws. Just remove those and that whole plate just comes right out. This part here, once you take a look at all these boards, you'll see that the T-con is kind of hidden underneath of the framing. So I am going to show you how to remove this framing properly. We're just going to remove these screws and we're going to be very careful whenever we lift up just to make sure that none of these cables are actually attached to the frame itself. That should be all the screws. Now what we're going to do is just pull up on this side and lift up, just in case, like I said, these are all attached here. Find a good place. And it does feel like the speakers are probably attached underneath it here, so when we lift up on this, we're going to be very careful. There we go. You can hear it kind of freeing. There we go. All right. And it looks like, yep, the speakers were attached down here, but it looks like we do have a cable that's attached right through here. What we're gonna do is just go ahead and release that now. You're gonna pinch on the sides and just pull this piece out. And then taking another look, we're good to go, folks. All right, moseying over to the main board. We've just got a few clips here on this side. We're gonna remove, and then we've got some screws all the way around the board. On this first one, we're gonna pinch down on the top to release that latch and pull it out. Very simple. This ribbon cable here, we've got a little flap we wanna flip up with our fingernail, pinch it on the sides and shimmy it out just a bit. There we go, very simple on that one. This guy here, pinch on the sides, pull out. Get you out of the way here. Pinch it, and there we go. And this little bitty one here, pinch on the top, pull out. Very simple. And then we're just gonna work on these 5 screws around the edge. That should be our main board. Let's be very careful in case there's adhesive. Feels like there is, it's probably down through here. So, be very gentle and just kind of lift up slowly, rotate it a bit, and there we have it free, and there's that adhesive I was talking about. All right, moving over to the T-con here, it looks like we've got a metal plate going over the top of it. It's held down by 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. We should be able to just get those removed and then just move this plate out of the way. First thing you're gonna wanna take note of is this cable that's running all the way around it. Let's just get that removed first, so that way we don't cause any issues later on. Get that. Just over and under. Now that we've got that free and out of the way, let's get to work on getting these screws out. And here we have our T-con. You'll notice we've got 1, 2, 3 screws we're going to use a fine-tipped Phillips head screwdriver on. As always, first things first, let's get these ribbon cables disconnected. Just going to flip up on the flap, pull it out, flip up, shimmy it. Same thing with this guy here. We're going to flip up on this flap and then pinch on the sides and pull out. Comes free just fine. And let's remove these screws. And as always, let's be careful trying to pull this out. It looks like there is some resistance. There is more than likely some adhesive down on the bottom. So let's get these up and out of the way for a moment. And we should be able to just rock this guy back and forth. There we go. And there's that one piece of adhesive holding it down. All right, folks, last stop on our road trip here is going to be the power supply. Looks like we've got 1, 2, 3 cables to remove and then just a handful of screws around the outside. So let's get started. On this one here, we're going to pinch on the sides, pull it out, pinch it, and you might need to rock it back and forth. There we go. Comes free just like that. This one here, actually both of these, we're going to pinch it at the top. There's a little latch on there that's going to be released. We're just going to pinch it and pull that cable straight up. Same with this one. Pinch it with your thumb, pull that straight up. Very easy, very simple. And then we just got our screws around the edge. I believe that's going to be it. As always, be very careful when you're lifting up, just in case there's adhesive. Does not feel like there's any resistance, so we are good to go. That is our power supply. And there we have it. Pretty simple procedure for the most part. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And keep in mind, if you do subscribe to the channel, your first order through us will be qualified for 20% off. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for watching another TV Parts Today repair video. If you have a question regarding your TV repair, post a comment and we will try to help. And don't forget, you can help us and stay up to date by subscribing, liking, and sharing our content. Also, check us out on Facebook for exclusive promo codes.